Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's have a closer look at this MSI G65 Leopard laptop. And guys, the configuration that I have is running on the Intel 10th generation Core i7, and this is having the Nvidia RTX 2060 graphic card. And guys, we have various models of this laptop, and this I would say this is sort of the premium mid-range laptop. We have even graphic cards with 2070 or even lower, like the 1650 or the 1660 Ti, etc. So again guys, this was actually priced on Flipkart for 1,20,000, but today I saw, as today is that big billion day, it's off on almost about 10,000 rupees. So I'll leave the link, and I'll also leave the link of the MSI website I saw in India, where it has options for various configurations. So let's have a closer look at this one. And guys, I won't call it a review because it's been just about 3.5 days since I've been testing this, but I have ran a lot of benchmarks and played some games. So let me give you an idea what do I feel about this laptop now. Moving to the configuration, this one is running on the Intel Core i7 10th generation 750H processor. That's a 6-core 12-thread CPU. It's having the Nvidia RTX 2060 graphic card with 6 GB of RAM. Moving to the SSD, it's having a 256 GB SSD, that's PCI Gen 3, and also a 1 TB hard drive. And it also has Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5. So guys, this is the laptop, and it has a 15.6-inch Full HD screen, and it's a matte screen guys, and I like the quality of the screen that it is, and sRGB values is around 99%, and I like the colors that it is producing. It's a very good quality screen, and the thing is that it can actually go very bright also, and the colors are accurate, so I wouldn't mind doing even video editing on this one. So a very good one. And guys, this is the higher end 144 Hertz panel. There are some variants of this laptop on MSI that come with 120 Hertz panel. This is the 144, and it also comes with this massive brick that's actually 230 watt. I'll just keep that to the side. You have to use this to charge, and as you can see, we have RGB lighting on this one, like many gamers like. I'll just disable it. You can disable it if you want, and you can customize it actually. And let me actually give you a physical aspect of this. And at the back we have this logo, dragon MSI logo, and this actually glows and looks pretty cool. Here if you look at it, this is actually made up of metal, but again it's sort of a fingerprint magnet, this material what they have. As you can see, it attracts fingerprints like crazy, but again looks actually cool. This is metallic, and if you move towards the side, I like that it has almost every port that you want. It has a dedicated port for microphone as well as headphones. Then we have a USB Type-C port, but guys, this is not a Thunderbolt port, nor you can charge it. Then we have a USB 3 port Type-A. We also have a display out port, so you can attach it to a monitor. Then we even have a dedicated HDMI out, and yes, it does output at 4K. We also have a physical Ethernet jack and huge vents for dissipating the heat. Actually, it has 3 different vents. If you move towards the back, here also, as you can see, we have a vent, and here also we have it. So it's a 3-way, and here it has that Leopard branding. And on this end, your barrel charger will go from where you'll charge. Interestingly, we also have a SD card slot on this one, and again 2 USB Type-A ports, that's USB 3.2. Now moving to the laptop, again as you can see, we have very thin bezels on the side, but bottom we have a chin with the MSI logo. I also like the fact that it does have a webcam. It's a 720 webcam. I'll show you the footage later on. And now moving to the configuration, again the configuration is good on this one. First, let me also talk about the keyboard on this. As I've told you, it has that RGB lighting. You can enable it, disable it. You can even customize every key when you want. You have that software. I'll just disable it for now. And I like the keyboard on this one. It's very, very comfortable to type. I had excellent feedback when I was typing it and never felt tiring. And we also have a dedicated number pad over here. So again, if you're doing that office work, it is actually a lot easier. We have a trackpad over here, if you notice, but again, this is not a glass trackpad, but it is having the precision drivers, hence everything was working fine. So I didn't have a problem technically with this trackpad. It is pretty responsive, and we also have 2 physical buttons here, as you can see. So here, that's what we have. And again, this variant is having the Core i7 10th generation Intel processor. That's the Core i7. You can open this up with the screws, and actually the RAM you can technically upgrade. And if you notice from the back, you can see all the ports and everything. Actually you have 2 fans. In fact, it has about 7 heat pipes on this one, so the cooling is actually really good. It has a turbo mode. I'll show you, it goes bonkers. And bottom again we have even the speakers. It's a 2 watt speaker, typical PC speakers, okay, but yeah, that's what we generally see in PCs. So ample cooling, I would say. And let's just go back and let me just open this up. I also ran a couple of benchmarks. Yes, I did some gaming, I'll just show you, but I ran a ton of benchmarks on this one. And let me actually show you the scores. First, let's start with Crystal Display. This was the SSD and middle of the road scores that we got on this. In fact, guys, this has actually 256GB of SSD, that's the boot drive, and we also have a 1TB actually normal hard drive. So again, I feel that's a nice combination that we have. I ran this test for the SSD, so middle ground I would say 1500 for read speeds and write 800. This is not the fastest SSD, but guys, don't worry, the boot up time and everything is actually pretty fast on this laptop. And I ran this Final Fantasy benchmark. You can actually download this software and run it. And here, as you can see, first I ran it in the standard quality, and here we got a score of 8901. And guys, before we proceed, I just wanted to let you guys know that I was running these benchmarks in the balance mode. We can actually move between extreme, balance and all these modes. So I ran these benchmarks in balance mode, but there is a dedicated button over here. If you press that, it goes into turbo mode, and if you hear that fan, it just goes bonkers. And if you run in that mode, definitely you'll get even higher scores. I ran one benchmark with this mode, and I'll show you the scores. This in the regular mode I ran. As you can see, we got a score of 8901, and I ran it on the extreme also. And here, as you can see, with the high quality settings, 7215 that we got. Again, pretty respectable scores. And I also ran PC Mac. Again, this was run on the balanced, not on the extreme. And here again, we got a very healthy total score of 5659. So not only this laptop will be good for your general gaming, but even for productivity tasks like office, video editing and stuff, it will be good. In fact, I would say this is a pretty good laptop even for video editing because of the combination of the CPU that we have and the GPU that we have. And I also ran our Geekbench and Geekbench CPU score. I got this one. Again, guys, this is in the balance mode, not in the extreme mode. Single core and the multi-core 5731. And because it's a gaming laptop, I also thought why not run Cuda Test on this one. And here we got a score of 79,842. Again, balanced mode, guys. And I also ran OpenCL. And here we got a score of 71,497. And finally, what I did is I also ran 3D Mark actually, 3D Mark times Spy, and here again, as you can see, we got a very healthy respectable score of 6,651. This means that you will be able to run most of the games easily on this without any issues. It's a 1080p panel and you'll handle it. And I also ran the 3D Mark Port Royal because this is a RTX, and this actually Port Royal is for RTX heavily, and here we got a score of 3,710. And lastly, again, I ran, and here I did something interesting, guys. Let's see the results. And as you can see, we got a very high score of 2,786 over here. And here for this one, I actually enabled this crazy boost mode. I would say I'm calling it the crazy mode. And here we got while doing this, I got a score of 2,786. But when I ran in the balanced mode, we got a lot lower score, around 2,400. So yes, definitely this boost does make quite a bit of difference in the CPU. Now I also ran this Forza 4 benchmark. So this Forza benchmarking will be done, and as you can see, it said the target was 72 FPS and we achieved it. and it says that FPS average we was getting was 189.7, and CPU rendering 133.5, and the GPU 126.4. Again, as you can see, very good scores. FPS, as you can see, minimum it was 106 to about 166. FPS maximum was 222 to about 153. So excellent scores even on Forza. So guys, as you can see, comfortably touching around 100 FPS, and the temperature I've also enabled it on the side. It's touching about 80 degrees Celsius on this. So guys, another level, and again staying around that 100 to 105 FPS even on this. And the temperature is not going above 80. That's what I'm noticing. Oh God. So what do I think about this laptop? Let's break it down between what I like and what do I not like. First, let's talk about what are the things that I did not like. And as I mentioned earlier also, this is sort of a fingerprint magnet. I don't know what material they are using, and you have to constantly keep cleaning it. So again, keep a cloth around you. And the next thing that I noticed is that again, even on this laptop, though it's sort of a premium end laptop, we don't have any fingerprint scanner nor even Windows Hello authentication on this. So I don't like that. And next thing is that slight flex around the keyboard. It's not bad. This I would say I'm nitpicking, but I didn't notice it when I was using it normally. But when I applied quite a bit of pressure, yes, I did notice that slight flex. But now let's move to the things that I actually liked about this laptop. And in fact, I would say I liked it quite a bit. Again, as you saw with the benchmarks and all those things, the general performance of this laptop is very good. If you talk about the gaming aspects, I felt that the laptop was very good and will run most of the AAA titles without any issue at the highest setting, or one setting lower than the ultra or something. It will handle everything you throw on it. And now moving to another thing, because I like to use these laptops not just for gaming, even for productivity, that is video editing work. And I feel for video editing work also, this is a very good laptop, thanks to the processor that is used. That's a proper 6-core processor, and it's a H series processor from Intel. Hence, I did some test with video editing. The renders were done very quickly, and thanks to, again, if you use Adobe Premiere and stuff like that, video editing software, because it has that RTX 2060 GPU, that will also help for productivity tasks like video editing. So I feel it's good even for video editing tasks and stuff like that, even 3D Studio and all those things if you do. Next thing I actually liked on this one is the actual keyboard quality. Yes, I'm not talking about the RGB. Yes, you can customize it, you can disable it, but the actual feel of the keyboard was very good. The key travel was very good. So I like the keyboard on this one. And the next thing that I liked is yes, it has various profiles, silent, balanced, and everything. Yes, while you are gaming, the fan noise does come, but that's normal with almost every laptop. But when I was using it mostly in the balance mode, or if I keep it in the silent mode, the fan noise hardly comes when you're doing your regular work. So that is what I like, because some of the laptops are actually, let's say if you're not doing any gaming, but just doing normal work like office work, browsing, etc., the fans are audible. But on this one, if you keep it on silent, the fans was not audible at all. So overall, I would say it's a pretty good laptop if you're looking for upper mid-range laptop. And again, I completely forgot, the screen quality on this one is actually really good. This is that 144 Hertz panel, and the color accuracy was very good. Hence, even for video editing work, color critical work, I would say I can do on this one. Anyways guys, as I've told you, again, these laptops comes in various configurations. This specific model that I have is listed on Flipkart, so I'll leave the link of that one, and I'll also leave a link of MSI India website where I found actually various different models that are available. Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys.